You're just too hungry for tech news. Hello everyone and welcome to Newstown. I'm your host Harris and today we got some juicy news. Let's get started. And the Galaxy A73, A53 and A33 just got announced. The Galaxy A series just got bigger with 3 new phones. For the design, all 3 looks like the last year models with minor adjustments like IP67. The Samsung Galaxy A73 5G is the largest with the big 6.7-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED with 120Hz refresh rate screen. For the inside, it got an unnamed chipset which might be the Exynos 1280, capable of 5G, paired with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM and 128 or 256 gigs of storage with a micro SD slot up to 1 TB. For the battery, it is a 5000 mAh cell with 25 watt charging, which is the same with the 5. All 3 will also run Android 12 with One UI 4.1. For the camera, it got a 108 megapixel main with OIS paired with a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, 5 megapixel macro and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, while on the front is a 32 megapixel hole punch selfie. Next is the Galaxy A53 5G, which got a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. For the inside, it got the same chip, same battery, and also the same memory configuration as the 7 and 3. But for the camera, the main will be a 64 megapixel sensor with OIS, joined by a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, 5 megapixel macro, and 5 megapixel depth, with a front 32 megapixel hole punch selfie. So the same. Lastly, the Galaxy A33 5G got a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED with only 90Hz, but that's a pretty big upgrade from last year. For the inside, all of them is the same, but it only supports 15 watt charging. For the cameras, it got a 48 megapixel main with OIS, 8 megapixel ultra-wide, 5 megapixel macro, and 2 megapixel depth sensor, and a 13 megapixel selfie inside a teardrop notch. For the price, we got no info for the 7, but for the base 5, it will cost you a whole 450 euro, and the 3 will be 370, but no charger in the box. We got no time to waste for speed round, and the OnePlus Nord 3 seems to have a 6.7-inch 120Hz screen, 150 watt charging, and 12 GB of RAM. Wow! Thanks to digital chat station, we finally got some leak about the next Nord. Apparently, it will be powered by the Dimensity 8100 with insane specs, including 256 gigs of storage, pretty decent cameras, and a nice AMOLED screen. But sadly, AMD just confirmed that the Ryzen 7 5800X3D won't support overclocking. Dang! As we know, there have been rumors about AMD disabling overclocking on this chip, and yeah, it's true. AMD just confirmed that this CPU with 3D V-Cache wouldn't support core or cache overclocking, but they did say Infinity Fabric and memory overclocking is still enabled, so that's good. And speaking of AMD, they have just announced their new FidelityFX Super Resolution 2.0, which is the successor to last year's technology. This FSR is swapping the old spatial upscaling for a temporal reconstruction technique to improve image quality, which is similar to Nvidia's DLSS without the AI and machine learning. But that does allow it to work with a lot of different hardware, and Netflix is now changing its tune on account sharing. Watch out! As we know, Netflix hasn't really cared about this problem. But now it's testing a password sharing breakdown, and as part of this test, Netflix will soon offer users in some areas the ability to add up to 2 additional members as sub-accounts. They need that money, and I need this, as Apex Legends Mobile pre-registration is now open on Android, which if you sign up, you'll get exclusive cosmetics. Respawn has open pre-registration on Android for Apex Mobile, which if you do, you'll get to play the game first and also get exclusive in-game items. And if you know me, I love exclusive things. I'm sorry for this, but you gotta come back next week for more juicy tech news like this one, because I'm taking a break next week, so make sure to subscribe so you won't miss it when I do come back. Anyway, bye!